Welcome, everyone. It is so wonderful to have you here with me today. If you are new to this channel, pull up a chair and get comfortable. I'm Susan. I have spent over 20 years working in retirement planning, helping thousands of people just like you navigate the complicated maze that is Social Security. I have sat across the kitchen table from worried couples trying to figure out when to claim. I have watched the color drain from someone's face when they realize they made a mistake that cost them six figures over their lifetime. And unfortunately, I've seen far too many people leave money on the table simply because nobody told them the rules. Today, we are going to have a very important conversation. We need to talk about claiming your Social Security benefits in 2026. Specifically, we need to talk about the traps. For a long time, people assumed Social Security was simple. You turn a certain age, you file some paperwork, and the checks start arriving. But in 2026, the landscape is more complicated than ever. New rules have taken effect. Full retirement ages have shifted. And for my viewers approaching that finish line, who have worked your entire lives for this moment, the decisions you make in the next few months could mean the difference between a comfortable retirement and one filled with financial stress. I have seen a massive increase in people making preventable errors. Errors that cost them hundreds of dollars every single month. Errors that compound over 20 or 30 years of retirement into losses of $50,000, $100,000, even $200,000. And the heartbreaking part? These mistakes are completely avoidable if you just know what to watch out for. So, grab your reading glasses, maybe get a notepad, and let's do a Social Security audit together. I am going to walk you through the 5 deadly claiming traps for 2026, and I am going to explain exactly why they destroy your retirement income. Let's dive in. Trap number 1. This is the biggest one, and it catches more people than any other mistake. Claiming at 62 without understanding the permanent reduction. I know. You are sitting there thinking, Susan, I have been working since I was 18 years old. I am tired. I want to retire. Here is the hard truth that you must understand. If you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is now 67. Not 65 like it used to be. Not 66. It is 67. And if you claim at 62, you are claiming 5 full years early. The penalty for that early claim is devastating. Your benefits will be reduced by approximately 30%. And that reduction is permanent. It follows you for the rest of your life. Let me paint you a picture. Say your full retirement benefit at age 67 would be $2,000 per month. If you claim at 62, you will receive just $1,400. That is $600 less every single month. Over 20 years of retirement, that adds up to $144,000 in lost benefits. I had a gentleman in my office last year, retired teacher. He claimed at 62 because his buddy told him to grab the money while he could. When I showed him what he had given up, he sat in silence for a full minute. My advice? Unless you have a serious health condition or absolutely no other income source, do not claim at 62. Wait until at least your full retirement age, and if you can hold out until 70, your benefit increases by 8% for every year you delay beyond 67. That is guaranteed money. Let's move to trap number 2. This one devastates people who want to keep working while collecting benefits. Ignoring the earnings test? You might have these plans. I will claim Social Security at 63, keep working part-time, and have the best of both worlds. Sounds reasonable, right? But here is what the Social Security Administration does not make clear. If you claim benefits before your full retirement age and continue to earn income above a certain threshold, they will take money back. In 2026, that threshold is $24,480. For every $2 you earn above that limit, Social Security withholds $1 from your benefits. Let me give you an example. Say you are 64, collecting $1,500 per month in benefits, and you earn $34,480 from your part-time job. That is $10,000 over the limit. Social Security will withhold $5,000 from your annual benefits. They do not reduce each check a little bit. They withhold entire monthly payments until the penalty is satisfied. I watched a situation with a couple in their early 60s. The husband claimed benefits and kept working. He had no idea about the earnings test. When Social Security stopped sending checks for 3 months, he panicked. He thought it was fraud. It was not fraud. It was the government taking back money because he earned too much. Now, here is the nuance. Those withheld benefits are not gone forever. Social Security recalculates your benefit at full retirement age and gives you credit for the months withheld. But that does not help when the mortgage is due and no check is arriving. My recommendation, if you plan to keep working and earning more than $24,480 per year, wait to claim your benefits until you reach full retirement age. Once you hit 67, the earnings test disappears completely. You can earn $1 million and collect every penny of your Social Security without penalty. Trap number 3 is arguably the most expensive for married couples: ignoring spousal and survivor benefit strategies. I am talking about the coordination between you and your spouse that can mean tens of thousands of extra dollars over your lifetime. Here is what many couples do not understand. If you are married, your spouse may be entitled to up to 50% of your full retirement benefit, even if they never worked a day in their life. And if you pass away, your surviving spouse can receive up to 100% of the benefit you were collecting. This is where the trap springs. If the higher earning spouse claims early at 62 or 63, they lock in a permanently reduced benefit. And when that spouse dies, the survivor is stuck with that reduced amount for the rest of their life. I had a widow come to me, devastated. Her husband had claimed at 62 because he wanted to enjoy retirement. He passed away at 71. She was left with his reduced benefit, which was nearly 30% less than what it could have been. Over her remaining 15 years, she will lose over $80,000 because of his decision. My advice for married couples: the higher earner should seriously consider waiting until 70 to claim. This maximizes not only your lifetime benefits, but also protects your spouse after you're gone. It is one of the most powerful forms of life insurance you can buy, and it costs you nothing. Trap number 4 is a little different. It is not about Social Security directly, but it will cost you dearly if you ignore it. Missing your Medicare enrollment window. Many people assume that if they are delaying Social Security until 67 or 70, they can also delay Medicare. This is dangerous thinking. Medicare enrollment opens at age 65, and there is a 7-month window around your 65th birthday to sign up. If you miss that window and you do not have qualifying employer coverage, you will face permanent late enrollment penalties. Medicare. Part B, which covers doctor visits and outpatient care, charges a 10% penalty for every 12-month period you were eligible but did not enroll. That penalty lasts for the rest of your life. I have seen people paying 30 to 50% more for their Medicare premiums simply because they did not know the rules. Even the Social Security Administration says this clearly. If you decide to delay your retirement benefits, you should still sign up for Medicare at age 65. Do not confuse these two programs. Social Security and Medicare have different timelines, different rules, and different penalties. My recommendation: mark your calendar for 3 months before your 65th birthday. That is when you should contact Medicare and begin your enrollment. Do not wait. Do not assume. Do not let anyone tell you that you can handle it later. Trap number 5. This one might seem basic, but it trips up more people than you would expect. Not knowing that your full retirement age has changed. For decades, full retirement age was 65. Then it became 66. And now, for anyone born in 1960 or later, it is 67. This is not a minor adjustment. This is a fundamental shift that changes every calculation about your benefits. The problem is, many people do not realize this change has happened. They hear from friends or family who retired at 66 and assume the same rules apply to them. They do not. If you were born in 1960 and you claim at 66, you are claiming 1 year early. Your benefits will be reduced by approximately 6.7%. If you think you are getting your full benefit but you are actually getting a reduced amount, you have made a decision based on bad information. This confusion is everywhere. I have had people call me absolutely certain their full retirement age was 66, only to discover they were wrong. By that point, they had already filed and the reduction was locked in. My advice? Go to the Social Security Administration website and look up your exact full retirement age based on your birth year. Write it down. Do not rely on what your neighbor told you or what you remember from 10 years ago. The rules have changed. Now that we have covered the 5 traps, I want to talk about what you should do next. Think of this as your claiming preparation checklist. First, create your My Social Security account online. This gives you access to your earnings record, your estimated benefits at different ages, and important updates. Check it for errors. Incorrect earnings records cost people thousands. Second, do the math on your break-even point. If you claim early, you get smaller checks for more years. If you claim late, you get bigger checks for fewer years. The break-even point is typically around age 82. If you expect to live beyond that, waiting pays off enormously. Third, coordinate with your spouse. This is not a solo decision. Your claiming age affects their benefits potentially for the rest of their life. Have the conversation. Run the numbers together. Fourth, separate Medicare from Social Security in your mind. They are different programs. Enroll in Medicare at 65, period. I know this feels overwhelming. I know you might be thinking, I just want to retire in peace. Why is it so complicated? But the reality is, Social Security represents the largest source of retirement income for most Americans. The average benefit in 2026 will be around $2,000 per month. For many of you, that is the foundation your entire retirement is built on. Getting it right is essential. I want you to retire with confidence. I want you to walk into that Social Security office or log onto that website, knowing exactly what you are entitled to and when to claim it. You have earned these benefits. You have paid into this system your entire working life. Now it is time to make sure you get every dollar that belongs to you. If you found this information helpful, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. I am dedicated to helping you protect your retirement. Hit the like button if you are going to check your full retirement age as soon as this video ends. In my next video, I am going to cover the 3 documents you must bring to your Social Security appointment and the questions you need to ask that the clerks will not volunteer. You do not want to miss that one. Thank you for trusting me with your retirement planning. Please take 30 minutes this week to log into your Social Security account and verify your information. Ask your kids or grandkids for help if you need to, but explain why. Tell them Susan said it could be worth $100,000. Stay informed, protect your benefits, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.